with that, man. Alltaf, how are you, man? Ramadan Mubarak.
Alhamdulillah. Ramadan Kareem, you know, it's a nice place to be in the Ramadan studios in Ramadan. It's very cool in here.
That's because I'm here, by the way.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
All right, okay. So,
but we've also turned up the air conditioning, so it'll be a little bit warmer.
It's raining outside, and it's a bit windy.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah. So how's Ramadan going?
Ramadan is going very well. I haven't really been out and eaten enough in Ramadan. Like I feel like I could be doing a bit more eating, but I'm focusing on other things. The spiritual aspect of Ramadan.
Alhamdulillah.
I'm not really feeling it this year. It's just tiredness, really. Trying to fit everything in the day. So that's it. And it's been going pretty well.
Need to be a little bit closer to the mic.
Oh, right. Okay. Levels. Yeah. Is that good?
Yeah.
Right, and right up close and personal.
Yeah. Get up close and personal, man. Pull it towards you, man. Yeah. Pull it in. So Ramadan's going well, alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. You do know what? Last week's show, I don't know if you managed to catch up on it, but we had some really interesting guests last week, Alltaf. We had a couple of friends of mine who are personal trainers.
Right.
A couple of ex-students of mine, actually, and we also had Dr. Zafar Iqbal. You're a football fan, isn't it?
Yeah.
So he was Liverpool first team doctor for 5 years, and now he's head of sports medicine at Crystal Palace Football Club. So we had him on the show last week, and we were talking about health, fitness, and kind of all of this stuff. And between us, basically what we came out with, and nutrition and diet as well, is that Ramadan is not a time to stuff your face.
Yeah,
it's a month for spiritual and physical cleansing.
Yeah,
and I think what people kind of tend to do is, and I don't want to go over it again because we had this conversation last week, but starve ourselves throughout the day, and then I'm too close to the mic apparently. Starve ourselves throughout the day and then just stuff our faces at night. And it defies the objective of Ramadan in a way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And alhamdulillah, I mean, that's, like you say, it's quite difficult in what you do, because what you do is kind of food related, and going out there and checking out these places and informing us guys about, us normal people per se, about what's out there and what's going on, and in the world of food. So what is going on in the world of food at the moment? Taf, talk to us.
There's a lot of in halal food specifically. There's a lot of good stuff going on. Like we're pushing the boundaries in the UK of halal food. It's not just like a chicken shop and a burger anymore, or like a slab of processed meat. We're in the world of like gourmet burgers, fine dining, and different types of food. So the likes of the Halal Food Festival, Street Eats Festival, all of these pop-up sort of food places. They tend to add to the culture, the food culture we have in the UK.
Absolutely, it's evolved. It's evolved a lot, just like you say. I mean, we were just talking on the phone to Haludi Foodie himself.
Oh yeah.
On the phone just now. Yeah. Yeah, Robert. So and we were saying the same thing. Halal food as we knew it back in the day was just £1 chicken and chips, or whatever it was. But it's kind of evolved a lot from then, isn't it? And I think for me, part of the reason is it's exposure.
Yeah.
And there wasn't much halal back in those days.
Yeah.
And it went from chicken and chips. It went to steaks, isn't it? When the likes of Sahara Grill and stuff started popping up, and then it went to burgers, because halal burgers were just a phenomenon. It was unheard of, man. No one's seen a proper gourmet halal burger before. And now I think it all seems to be going towards a little bit more of the fine dining kind of side. What are your thoughts, Steph?
Yeah. So steaks and a lot of, traditionally non-halal places are looking at the halal space and saying, okay, we can actually cater to these people. Let's give them an experience. So, fine cut steaks. I'm talking like, a nice aged bit of wagyu, drizzled in glaze and seared and cooked to perfection with a side of mushroom sauce.
I think my rosa just broke.
Well, you know, that's what everyone's thinking about. Like, you know, what are you gonna have for iftar today? For me, I keep it like simple. Have a soup, and then, you know, fruit and soup, and then, you know, pray and stuff, and then, you know, then go into something a little bit more substantial. So yesterday, it was a doner kebab. Unfortunately, I've tried to avoid it, but you know, sometimes you get those cravings, and you're driving or you're at work.
Can we get management? Get this guy out the studio. Right? That's it. That's the bottom straw. Okay. This could redeem you though, Taf.
Okay.
Where was the doner kebab from?
Okay, right. So it was homemade doner from a place called Antalya.
Okay.
Which is in Leighton sides.
Yeah.
But it was, you know, not processed.
Okay.
So that's
okay.
I hope that redeems me, and it's probably the best. I mean, I haven't had chicken. I don't like chicken doner. It tastes like pigeon meat most of the time. Right. So
I can't say I've ever tried pigeon. To be fair, when's the last time you had pigeon, bro?
I don't remember.
No?
No, they sell it in cans.
I've ever had it.
Okay.
Get pigeon meat in can. Anyway, most of doner kebab, chicken doner, tastes like pigeon meat. This actually tastes good, so I was happy about that. It's, you know, when you're fasting, and I tend to fast in on normal days as well, you know.
Okay.
Like, and when you're fasting, you don't want to have a bad meal. You want to have good food, you know. You want, you know, fresh food. You don't want to, like, I've waited all day and what, you giving me pigeon meat. You know what I mean? Or burnt samosa. So
I hear you.
People are a little bit more picky in Ramadan, so that's why I think you know, this is the month to kind of reevaluate how your relationship with food. You know, organic. So there's halal and there's tayyib as well, which means like organic, which means freshly produced, which means it's good for you. Yeah. So that people often forget about that. Yeah. So that whole side of things is also good, because we eat so much processed junk. I'm probably the worst person to talk about this, because I do eat it, but in moderation. Like I won't have it every day, but I do enjoy it. Everyone loves a greasy, you know, fry up. Or is that just me?
No. Fry ups are good, man.
I think especially during Ramadan, right? I have the tendency to have a lot of chocolate, but on a normal, when it's not Ramadan, I wouldn't have chocolate on a day-to-day basis. But I have to have like a piece of chocolate or a chocolate bar after I break my iftar.
Yeah, you had me on. Forget chocolate. Yeah, I'm like that as well. I've got a massive sweet tooth as well, to be fair. Sweet tooth. And the funny thing is, it doesn't take much to satisfy my sweet tooth, Taf. I don't know what you're like with your sweet tooth, but I have one of these massive slabs of whole nut in the fridge.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
In the fridge.
Bro, honestly, yeah? One or two chunks. That's it. I'm done.
Okay.
Here's a question for you. Do you put your chocolate in the fridge or do you leave it out?
See, in the summer, you got to put it in the fridge. But, you know, I think the fridge actually adds another dimension to the chocolate. So try this, viewers at home. Chocolate in the fridge, right? Crack it open and have it with some milk. Like, it won't... Normally, chocolate will dissolve into the milk, but it doesn't. It creates like it's a different experience.
Hang on. So what you're saying is we're dipping the chocolate in the milk like a biscuit.
No.
So you're chewing it.
Chewing it and you drink
chewing it and drinking it.
A bit of water.
Okay.
Although I do like dipping. You know, like dipping biscuits.
Yeah,
everyone, I do that a lot.
I could
dip. I don't know about the viewers out there, but I love dipping my biscuits. It's one of the things. And cake. Mm-hmm. You know, like I even dip my cake.
Yeah. 100% Madeira cake. Nice bit of Madeira cake dipped in a bit of chai. Yeah, it's happy days, isn't it, right? Excellent. So, guys, listen. Why don't we get some of your calls? We'd love to know what you're having for iftar today. What are you doing for iftar today? I'm being naughty tonight, guys. I have a confession.
Okay.
Forgive me, brothers, for I have sinned.
I don't think I don't know if I'll be able to, bro. Just it depends where you're going.
Where we could be potentially going.
Okay.
Yeah?
So now you're bringing me into it. So I don't.
Yeah. So what's your name?
Hadar.
Hadar.
Yeah.
Hadar, just for the viewers, that he's pointing at Hadar and not at me. So these guys are.
No, but you're keeping it there, bro. So I'm thinking of going to. Well, I'm not thinking. We're probably going to end up in Nebraska.
Okay.
Nebraska Express. So those of you who don't know, Nebraska Express is it's a Brazilian radicchio barbecue where they come to your table with these skewers of meat and carve what you want, as much as you want on your table. You've been, isn't it, Taf? Yes. So talk to me about it, man. So, prepare me for this, because I can't turn up unprepared, man.
So it originates from Brazil. We've actually done an episode on rodizio and what it means. But it emanates from Brazil, and in Brazil they have these huge buffets of 28 different cuts of meat sometimes, and all cooked in different ways, but essentially barbecued. In Nebraska in general, that's what it means, Brazilian barbecue in Nebraska, by the way.
Okay.
You have like a disc on your table which you turn over if you want more meat, and turn so it's green and then red to say you don't want any more. So they're going to keep on bringing you meat, and you're going to have to keep on eating it as long as that disc is turned up. Right, and they'll come and they'll cut a slab off to your table, and they sell it by the kilo. There's only a few places in the world that do things like that, and there's the Afghans and the Brazilians. They both sell meat by the kilo.
By the kilo, yeah.
That's the best way to serve meat.
Bro, I'm feeling sorry for whoever's standing next to me in Tarawih tonight, man. I really am.
Do you belch in Tarawih? Like, do you?
I will be tonight. I will be tonight.
It depends.
I don't normally. I'm like you. I like to have quite a light iftar.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've found it helps so much.
Yeah.
I found it helps so much. I don't know what the listeners out there are thinking, but I can actually pray Tarawih with one wudu.
Okay.
And you know when you have too much fried food?
Oh yeah.
It's a killer. It's a killer.
That's a sordid scene.
It is.
You say like it's like an orchestra sometimes. You get people burping and belching all over the place. You know, in the roads, you're trying to concentrate, and all you hear uncle. And then the worst thing is when they blow it on you.
The blowbacks.
They always blow it to the side. They always blow it to the side. Have that.
But I think if they blow it forward, right? Because the AC's on, it's just
gonna smell it yourself.
Yeah, you're gonna smell it yourself.
Mate, you're not killing me. You're not killing me. So, Alltaf, talk to me, man. How did you guys get together? How did this Halal Hangout thing all start off?
So, Shaz and Boo are the other guys at Halal Hangouts. We've known each other for a long time. We're good friends, and we used to go out
from work, college, school,
from uni.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've known each other for a long time. I'm not going to date myself and say how long we've known each
other.
Okay,
no, that's fine.
That's fine. A long time.
Okay.
And it was.
Why would it be carbon dating? Would it?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Carbon dating. There's a pun in there somewhere, especially Ramadan.
Okay, go on.
But we used to go out every weekend. I mean, we used to go out looking for new food places. We all had a passion for food, and we always used to say, okay, let's go and check this new place out. We're always on the lookout for new good places. And one day we just said, oh, look, we've been to, like, in the past month, we've eaten out about 8 times, and 4 out of the 8 have been rubbish. So we need to kind of tell other people to, and allow them to learn from us and our experiences. If you watch our trailer on our YouTube channel,
seen it. Kind of Tiger in the bathroom and all that.
It explains the concept behind Halal Hangouts. So we were in, I think the first episode, you can find it on our YouTube channel, is the Urban Chocolatier. We were sitting there and we made a video and we recorded it on our phones, and it went from there, and we got a DSLR camera, and we upgraded our equipment a little bit. But then, it's just been that ever since, just eating out and talking about it. And people tend to enjoy watching us eat. I don't know, do you like watching people eat?
Not so much eating. Do you know what it is for me? you know, I'm a bit of a foodie as well.
Right.
Yeah. I actually, as you know, work for a chain of restaurants as well, which shall remain unnamed at this moment in time. But I'm always looking for new places to eat. And you know what it is? I'll be honest with you. You know, when I'm looking at bloggers' reviews, 9 times out of 10, I'm not even interested in what they have to say about the food.
Yeah.
Because I think it's very subjective.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, you know, it's like a movie review. And sometimes you hear the review of the movie and there will be an absolute rubbish review. But when you go to watch it, it blows your socks off.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's vice versa. Oh, this movie is awesome. You go and it's absolute pants. So I like to go and check, but what it does do, I mean, and there's you know, all of you guys, you know, take my hat off to you guys, you know, like yourselves, Halal Girl, you know, Halal Food Guy, you know, Haludi Foodie. It's coming up with new places. That's what it is for me, because I can't be bothered to go out there and dig and see what is out there. And it's almost like, you know, somebody's, you know, to use a footballing analogy, somebody's run down the right wing, cut inside, gone round the keeper, and then squared it across. And all you got to do is tap it in for a goal.
Yeah.
So that's where I kind of, for me. But to answer your question, do I enjoy watching people eat? No, I enjoy eating myself.
Okay.
Hadarali, what about you, my bro?
You see, recently I've been watching Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmare. Have you ever watched it?
Yeah.
It's the most hilarious thing, because he eats it and he tells them how bad it is.
Yeah.
And then he goes to the back and goes through their kitchen and stuff like that. It's about a 40 minute video. I don't know if that's classed as a video of someone eating, but it is food in there, if that makes sense.
No, videos, what I mean is like someone eating. I like, you know, man versus food.
Oh, mate.
That was like an inspiration.
Awesome.
Like watching that guy go through like 1 kilo of like broad beans or something, like just eating those. I take my hat off to him, but he put on loads of weight because of it, right?
He stopped now, innit? He's lost so much weight.
So much weight.
And you know,
so much weight.
It's difficult to stay in shape when you're doing that sort of.
Yeah. So in terms of you know what? Looking at Man v Food, you know what? I just used to watch the episodes and think, man, I wish that was halal. Man, I wish that was halal. I don't know what you were like though. I was just like constantly thinking, I wish that was halal. So what is your kind of, you know, I asked Yaya similar question earlier on, and I was saying, do you know what? I find that as a bit of a foodie, I go through phases. So there's a phase where you're on burgers, and there's a phase you're on steaks, and then you might be on kebab rolls or whatever it is. Yeah. Are you in a phase at this moment in time, Taf? Or not really?
My phase, I go through it every year, and it's called Iftar.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's my phase right now. So like breaking the fast.
Yeah.
You know, getting the most out of food during Ramadan, but also, you know, it's not the focus of Ramadan. It's like, you know, don't get it twisted. We don't live to only eat in Ramadan. There's other things that are going on. But there are a lot of, I mean, Iftar time is like a very, you know, serene time. I break it with a bit of soup, like I was saying, with dates and water, obviously, a bit of fruit, then soup. So I like Moroccan Herrera soup.
Okay.
Like mushroom soup as well is good, or the Algerian shorba soup.
Shorba, yeah.
And there's also like a nice Chinese mushroom soup that they, you know, I have sometimes. So and chicken soup, obviously. So just soup is a great place, and it's funny because other cultures, the first thing they do is they have soup. Even if you go to like Norwich, where the imam is actually British, and the mosque, the masjid, is actually a British culturally masjid, that they start their iftars with a broth, you know, which is a traditional British sort of you know, soup. Other cultures, African cultures, they have soups. Asian cultures have soups. It's only the South Asians that go for the pakore, the samosa, you know, and just that's the worst thing you can have. So that's where you know, that's where I'm at the moment. If you're talking about a phase, and then, you know, I'll have whatever, you know, like, you know, if I fancy some chips and beans, You know, I'll do chips and beans, and if I want like a dry aged steak, I'll have that as well. You know, so food is just, it's one of those things you can make it what you want, and what you put in is what you get out, I suppose.
You know what? I sometimes look at some of your foodies and I think, how do you guys manage to eat so much and stay in such good shape, man? So you must kind of, you know, hit up the gym and do bits and bobs as well, yeah?
So like you got just like you been in the gym for a long time, training and stuff, and you know, I do a little bit of mixed martial arts.
Okay.
Shaz is a personal trainer.
Oh, is he?
Personal trainer.
Oh, I'm sure we'll have lots to talk about then, to be fair.
Abu does a bit of boxing, and you know, he was into mixed martial arts back in the day even. So we've got activities, and we play a bit of football as well. So we're very active individuals. So I guess you need that, but it's also understanding how to eat as well. So it's not just, you know, exercising. You know, abs are built in the kitchen, not in the gym. Right, so if you want those six-pack abs, you're gonna have to, you know, get your apron on. So it's about understanding how to eat. So, for example, like we're fasting, you know, what they call in the fitness world a dry fast. So you don't have water and you fast for a prolonged period, over 16 hours. So there's different things that happen in your body during that time. And one of the most amazing things is that your body will like extract water from the fat within your body. So it squeezes the fat and takes water out of it. So it's amazing. It's just like a miracle, really. Of the human digestive system. So you need to understand that if you then go in really fatty foods, or foods really high in sodium, your water retention is going to change and suffer. And just downing gallons and gallons of water as soon as you break your fast, these things have a detrimental effect. So you just have to understand how to eat. So I suppose that's where it comes from. And if you were doing intermittent fasting, fasted cardio, like I wouldn't recommend it in dry fasting, but if you're doing sort of what they call intermittent fasting, where you drink water and not eat, there you could actually burn more calories if you do cardio in that fasted state. So if you just go into walking to the station instead of taking a car or a bus.
Absolutely, yeah. It is about getting that right balance in there, man. And I think, you know, especially we were talking about it last week with Dr. Zaf as well, in terms of, you know, some of our community, all we want to do is sit there and eat, man, and then we complain. You know, we've got heart condition, we've got diabetes, we've got this, we've got that, and at the end of the day, we are what we eat. You know, and if we're not going to pay attention to what we put into our bodies, then, you know, invariably, what are we going to pay attention to? So no, alhamdulillah, man. So where do you guys play football?
Oh, we haven't played for like this season, but Power League, we used to have a team. We used to play football and amongst friends as well once in a while. I'd really be interested to hear what the viewers, how they keep fit, because we're always looking for different things to do in terms of, we play a bit of cricket as well.
Okay.
So we played indoor, and the Ironman sort of 2020 league we entered, I think last season or the season before, Shaz will tell you. And we play that as well. So we're a bit like, very active individuals. So it's that's how you can have like a double cheeseburger and wash it down with a milkshake, and not like,
once a week.
Yeah.
On your cheat day.
Yeah.
On your cheat day. On your cheat day. So you still play cricket? Because I play a bit of cricket myself as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So
batsman or bowler?
Me, I'm an opening batsman these days. Bowl a bit of off spin. But I used to be a medium pace, 15 overs a game kind of guy, man. I play at Wanstead Cricket Club. I don't know if you've heard of Wanstead Cricket Club.
Do you know Arfan Akram?
Very well. I've known Arfan since he was that big. Yeah. And you know what the funny thing is? He's still that big. He's on the show next week.
Okay, give him my salam. Arfan I know very well. His brother Adnan.
Yeah.
Guys. Great ambassadors for cricket.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great work they're doing there. So
Arfan's working for the MCC and the for Essex Cricket, for the Essex Cricket Board as well. So he's doing a lot of good work out there at the moment. So yeah, he's going to be, guys, just to give you the heads up, Arfan Akram is going to be on the show next week talking about diversity in cricket and all of the sort of cutting edge projects that are going on at this moment in time. Make sure we tune in. And also who we've got next week, now that you've touched on it, have you heard of a Muslim comedian called Bilal Zafar? Have you heard the name?
No.
Okay. So you'll have heard of him by the end of next week. Don't worry about that. Yeah. So he's been on BBC Radio, the Asian network, and he does stand up basically. Okay. So he's going to be on next week as well. Hopefully he will have a couple of jokes. Bilal Zafar. Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's a solid name.
It is, isn't it? Especially when you say it like that. Say it again.
Bilal Zafar.
Oi. Balle.
But imagine your mum calling that when you're in trouble.
Bilal.
Bilal.
Dan, I got to sit in the studio with him next week, man. Don't hurt him up too much, man. So I got to sit in the studio with him next week. So yeah, so Bilal Zafar is going to be on, and Arfan's going to be on as well. So really, really looking forward to that, man. So preparations for Eid then, have you started thinking about Eid yet, Taf?
Yeah. What am I gonna like? I'm gonna give some dates out, some fancy dates. If you check out our latest YouTube video, we talk about dates which are like, everyone eats them during Iftar, but they're actually really good all year round.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna give out some dates this year, so I'm gonna get my orders in for some really fancy ones.
Mm-hmm.
So and probably do some Eid presents as well. I think generally in your family, in your houses, I think it's a great idea to celebrate Eid, like, children for children and even the adults. So we got something to look forward to throughout the year and celebrate it properly. Put decorations up, presents, games during the day. Make it a real memorable time, because we get so diluted with how other commercial westernized festivals are. We forget about like Eid is such a great. We have it twice a year.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah.
What is your usual plan on Eid? So on Eid day, do you go out to eat? Do you spend the day with family? Do you eat at home? What's on the menu?
Generally, all right. So I look on the newspaper and find or online and look for the latest Eid Jummah, first of all. So the latest one, so I can have a bit of a lie-in after Fajr. That's the first thing. The second thing is, a traditional, Sevia, which is a Pakistani sort of traditional. Have that, something sweet. It's from the Sunnah. Go to the masjid, come back. Then it's mainly a family day. I eat at home. We cook
several times.
Well, yeah, that's it. That's what it is.
Because for me, it's a little bit different, because I eat at home, and then I eat at his home,
right,
and then I eat at somebody else's home. So by the end of the evening, I've eaten at about 5 homes. So, mashallah, we've got quite a big family, Taf.
Yeah.
So, Eid day, the whole family gets together. So half of my family is like in Hackney, Clapton, around there. The other half is kind of around Ilford, that kind of Redbridge, around that kind of area.
Yeah.
So what we do is in the mornings, the Hackney and Leighton side, they kind of have breakfast together. And we kind of have our Ilford, 3-4 families in Ilford around there. We kind of and we have breakfast. So we'll do the whole, halwa puri, chane, nihari. What else do we have, bro? Samosa. Mate, semia, everything, man. It's soup. Don't forget the soup.
I was just gonna say the gosht.
Don't
soup.
forget the soup, man. Man. Anyway, so cup of tea, and a biscuit and a cake dipped in.
And the different chicken dishes.
No. That's it. That's the menu for breakfast, bro. And then the evening now.
Oh, okay, right.
The whole family gets together, and we take it in turns to host.
Okay.
So there's mashallah 5-6 households. So one household at a time each Eid, and we do bring a dish. So the aunties, my mom, aunties between them will sort out, right, what is the menu, who's cooking what. So it's not random. It's not like everybody's going to turn up with biryani or whatever, yeah? They split up the dishes. This is the menu. This is what we're going to cook. Allocate it out. And then, boy, we just turn up, wait for all of this food to turn up. And just chill, man. MashaAllah. Eid's wicked, isn't it?
It is wicked because it's the one time where everyone's off work. And you know everyone's going to be there. You just chill out. You enjoy the time. You sit with all the family, have jokes, eat good food. And yeah, pretty much just chill out with the family. And enjoy reminiscing on the month of Ramadan.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like for me, it's all about the chicken dishes.
Okay.
Chicken roast, chicken biryani, chicken jalfrezi, chicken lollipop, chicken kebab, chicken samosa, chicken.
Okay. chicken, yeah, as well, yeah.
You forgot pigeon chicken, bro.
No, mate. No, that pigeon chicken doner, mate.
No, my sister-in-law's like that, man. She only eats chicken. So, Maniba, if you're listening in, sweetheart. Mate. So yeah, I'm more of a red meat kind of guy, to be fair. Chicken is good.
Yeah.
But red meat is better. So inshallah, well, in my opinion anyway, but what does my opinion count for? So Taf, what are the places to hit out there, man? I asked Yaya as well, in his opinion, what are his kind of places to hit out there? So if I was to say to you your top 3 places to go out and eat, what would you say those are? What are your top 3, your favorite 3 places at this moment in time?
Okay, I actually really like proper burgers in Wolfenstein. I like the atmosphere, I like the owners, I like the food they're cooking there. It's really good. It's really good quality burgers. But I wouldn't say them. I would say the bank in North London.
Yeah.
That's definitely one of the places.
Can I pick a bone with you on that one again? No pun intended. Yeah?
All right.
So the last time I went bank, it was awful. Awful.
What did you have?
Burgers.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Worst burger we have ever had. Hadarali, would you agree?
Yeah.
It tasted boiled. It tasted like what they'd done is they'd boiled the meat, broiled it, and then put it on the barbecue.
Okay.
It was horrible. The first time I had a burger there, it was lovely. And we just went with him and my cousin and a couple of our cousins. We just went for some shisha, and it's like, their burgers are meant to be quite good. So we're at the back having the shisha, and we're like, why don't we order one and twos it up? Whew! We could have got 2 and twos them up, to be fair. They were that nice, yeah? So we all went back, all of our cousins, and we all walked out so disappointed.
Oh, really?
It was awful. None of us finished our food. None of us finished our burgers. We literally had to give it back. So
you should have told us the chefs.
We did.
Mate,
but
sort it out.
But they didn't seem interested, man. They didn't really want to kind
one thing they do, which, well, in my opinion, they don't. They do broil the chicken. They steep the meat. Sorry. So it's like steamed, and then they finish it on the grill. Yeah. And that, coupled with the hardness of the brioche, gives a really good consistency. And they use some really good relish, and they use French bread. So it's French brioche, which is, but the buns are generally a problem in all gourmet burgers. They fall apart. These ones don't. So I don't know. I like that sort of the juiciness of that burger, but it has to be cooked right. So if you overcook it or undercook it, it'll be a disaster. If you could have it like medium, it'll be perfect. Okay. And that's my sort of thing. Okay. So so another one would be the meat company. Okay. A meat company have a sort of halal menu, special halal menu, and a halal section. Yeah. In their Westfield. West London branch, and they do one of the only few places that do good Wagyu beef, halal obviously, and that is, if you're going out on an occasion and you've got like a couple £100 to spare, then that's definitely worth frequenting.
Okay, so that's number 2. What comes in at number 3 then?
Number 3, I would probably say, again, fine dining, Novikov in Green Park.
Okay,
so,
I've heard mixed reviews about that, but
so you got to go at the right time of year. They do really good clay oven lamb. So it's very simply seasoned, but the lamb is really good, the shoulder, and they seal it in a clay pot, and then they put it in the oven and slow cook it. And then when they serve it to you, they break the pot and they take the lamb out, and it's just juicy and tender.
Okay.
So that's definitely one. If you were to say my best buffet, I'd say one of the best.
Okay, let's categorize this then. Let's categorize this.
All right.
Starting off then. Start off with your buffet then. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of buffets, but go for it. Number 1 buffet.
Buffet, the buffet has to be themed. I can't go to a buffet that's a world buffet. So like, Jimmy's, JRC, Spice Village.
Yeah.
I don't like those. I like Royal Nawab. And the reason being is because I can go there and tell them to make me a fresh kebab. And they'll make it for you. Ask them to make a fresh chops
as well,
fresh naan, and they'll make it for you. So it doesn't feel like a buffet. It just feels like some guy on the street cooking your food when you tell him to. So that's probably one of my favorites. I mean, buffets aren't about like the quality. I haven't never been to a buffet that's been really, really good quality food. It's just the variety and having like, you can have a pizza with chicken body, you know what I mean? So it's about trying those combinations.
Nihari and pizza. Have that combo, bro. You've been Nawab's, isn't it?
I have been Nawab's, yeah.
What did you think?
I really enjoyed it. I thought the food was quite nice, fresh. I like the fact that they made everything in front of you. You wanted naans, they make it straight in front of you.
Do you like the concept of buffets?
You see, I think if you can eat a certain amount, then yes. But if you can't, then I think then
you're struggling.
You're struggling, and you're not getting the most for your money.
Yeah. Because for me, this is it's a weird one for me because I'd rather go for quantity. I'd rather go for quality. Over quantity. When there's too much choice, you want to try a bit of that, bit of that, bit of that, bit of that. You don't really kind of enjoy any of it, and you end up spending you're looking at about £20 a head, isn't it? But you go to a nice Asian restaurant, and you order what you want, cooked well. You're still going to spend £20 per person. So I'm a bit weird like that, bro. I just find.
I think I agree with you in terms of like if I only wanted to eat a specific thing, I would definitely. Buffets are there really for me to try out different combinations of food if I'm gonna work out how flavors work together. The buffet's a perfect place to try that. Places like
okay, so that was your number 1 buffet. Yeah. Number 1 Turkish.
Number 1 Turkish, probably Testi restaurant, Stoke Newington.
Okay.
Really, it's like Gökyüzü and Testi are probably my favorites. Gökyüzü is kind of like a bit more commercialized now. Yeah. But Testi is
right. I'm gonna throw 2 into the mix here. Sultan's on Cranbrook Road.
Ooh. Okay.
And Meze in Woodford Green. So Sultan's compares like for like with Gökyüzü. And Meze compares like for like with Testi, because Testi they're a proper barbecue restaurant, isn't it? Yeah, open restaurant. I grew up in Stoke Newington, so I know Testi really, really well. Yeah?
Lamachuns are the ones.
Lamachuns are bad boy.
The Lamachuns are the ones.
Yeah. So, I don't know if you've been to Meze in Woodford Green.
Is that near the Waitrose?
Yes.
Is it that one?
Where's the Waitrose?
So the Waitrose is a little bit further back.
It's the one round the corner.
Yeah. Waitrose.
Yeah. I don't know if there's a Waitrose.
Woodford, South Woodford Waitrose. It's near South Woodford.
No, Woodford Green, not South Woodford.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Woodford Green. Woodford Green. You know where Sir James Hawkley Hall is?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? It's round the corner from there.
Okay, no.
Meze. You need to hit up Meze. You're talking about quality of meat.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. phenomenal. I've not had the lamb shish like that anywhere.
Yeah,
Trust me.
Sultans, I kind of they are very good value for money.
Yeah.
Right. So if you want to go, and I think their quality is reasonable. I wouldn't say that they're as good as Gokjusa though.
Okay.
But you know, they are definitely. I like Sultans. I like their ribs. I like their massive platter that you get. Definitely, you know, the mixed grill. What else is there for chicken wings? Because I keep on talking about chicken. There's a place in Bloomsbury Square called called Wing Wing.
Yeah.
And that is making my mouth water. They double fry the chicken wings, and it's just like some of the best wings I've ever tasted.
Okay, I need to hit that place up because there's I still haven't tried sticky wings around the corner from my workplace, man. I still haven't tried. We were meant to try it the other day. Yeah. And it was shut.
Oh, really?
It was shut for lunch. Yeah. They're randomly shut, aren't they? They're a bit like that. Okay, so Turkish number one. We're saying between Testi and Gokjusa. Okay.
Yeah. And if you want chicken kofte, there's Mangal Okbasi in Stoke Newington, not the main one, the takeaway. Yeah, the little one. All their cooking is kofte. That's it, chicken and lamb. And go for the chicken one there and have it fresh on the side of the road.
Mangal is
best.
Mangal is
You'll
really
thank
nice.
me for it.
I tell you where else is really nice around there as well is Azizia.
Oh yeah.
Have you eaten in Azizia?
Yeah, that's a great experience.
Serious. Their food's very nice as well because since they've got the butchers there, the quality of their meat's got better as well.
Yeah.
I really like the experience of sitting on the floor with your friends and family. It's chilling. Very private, and we've had some good times there.
Feel like a boss man, innit, bro? Just sitting there.
Yeah, just relaxing. I don't know. The one thing you have to choose who you go with because like the foot odor of who you choose to go with can like really dictate how good the meal is, because if you're sitting there and someone's got his cheddars out,
hearing you, bro.
and you know, and he's like he's got a hole in his sock or something, and he keeps on twiddling his toes, and like you're trying to eat a kofta, you're down a kebab. And you know, you don't want to.
It's not happening. It's not happening.
Bro, it sounds like you got a scar. You're scarred for life, man. I really want to know who did you actually go with, man. Because if it was Shaz or Abu, then that's not saying. Moving on swiftly. Then okay, so we've hit number one Turkish. Okay, doner kebab. What's your number one doner kebab?
Doner kebab. We did an episode.
I saw it.
So we said archway kebab at that time. Yeah. I think I'd stick with that for now. I haven't been there in a while. We just did a taste test of all the kebabs around that area, and surprisingly, best kebab. It was a kebab that was cold. You know, how can you have a kebab that's freezing cold? And it's just because the volume they don't have time to cook the meat properly, as in like get it boiling hot. I
was there 2 nights ago, man.
Yeah, well,
magical.
Every time I've had a wrap from there, it's been cold.
No, it wasn't cold.
Yeah, well, every time I've had.
And you know what? Let me tell you one thing. Their meat is so lean that even when it's cold, out the fridge, it tastes better than most doner kebabs that you get.
Yeah, it's the fat content isn't there. I get that. I mean, I'm a patron. I've been going there for a long time, but it's just I have never had a really hot doner kebab.
Okay, archway kebab. So we maybe we got to go to best kebab together, or maybe I need to hit up an archway kebab. Okay, great. So your number one burger we've established is Bank. Yeah. Yeah. What are we missing? Indian food, Asian food, man.
Asian food. There's loads of different places. You know, I would say let's stick in to begin with East London. There's Tayyib's, which like people say it went down, and it did kind of go down, but their chops and their lamb karai, you know, those 2 dishes finish Phenomenal. It for me. They're brilliant. Yeah. Okay. And Dishum, if you want something that's you know, a little bit edgy, a little bit different. Yeah. You know, Dishum, go during the day, because at the night it's a bit too like hectic. Just go during the day. Okay. And there's probably Tali Joe as well. So there's
I've read quite a few people have been talking about their.
So these are the trendy ones.
Trendy ones. Okay, I'm going to throw an absolute wild card into the pack. Check it out if you haven't already. Yeah. Taj Grill on Ilford Lane.
Taj Grill.
Taj TAJ.
Taj Hotel.
Taj Grill. Taj Hotel hai veera utthe Ilford Lane te. Try kariyo. Yeah. Try it, bro. Good, clean, tasty, reasonably priced. Can't go wrong. And their lassi is banging.
Okay, where is that? Ilford Lane?
Yeah.
Is it the one that's open late?
Yeah.
Is it that one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've been there. That's
You
a
been there?
greasy spoon, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's why I said it's a wild card, bro. That's why I said it's a wild card. So they do some decent stuff in there, bro.
If you're gonna talk about
decent.
If you're gonna talk about kebabish, there's kebabish on Southall Broadway. That's one of the best kebabishes that I've tried. You know,
I don't venture to those neck of the woods, man. I need to start. But look, guys, listen, we have run out of time. We have time absolutely flies, as they say, when you're having fun. Taf, thank you so much for joining us today. We're very privileged to have you on the show. Jazakumullah khair, bro. May Allah bless you. Yeah, may you have a blessed Ramadan. Haider Ali, you're a waste man.
Thank you.
Officially live on radio. Yeah.
Same to you, bro.
Jazakumullah khair, bro. Thank you to Yaya, Haludi Foodie. Thanks a lot for coming in, guys. Check these guys out. Hashtag Haludi Foodie, hashtag Halal Hangouts. Look them up on YouTube. All these new places to go out and eat. All of the reviews, the brothers are really down to earth, very chilled out, and they give a good kind of really banterous review for all of the places that they go to. Inshallah, we'll be seeing you guys next week. Like we said, next week we've got Bilal Zafar, who might be telling us a couple of jokes. Bilal Zafar, no, you do it better, bro. Do it.
Bilal Zafar.
There you go. And we've got Arfan Akram, as they say in my part of East London.
Aki.
Yeah,
you'll remember that name.
Afi.
He knows me very well. Aki.
Oh, you call him Aki, do you? Yeah. Okay. So guys, I hope you've had a nice, safe journey home. Enjoyed the drive time show. You're probably absolutely starving by the time you finish listening to this. Yeah, but I do apologize again for losing Usman Shah. We will try and get him back on in the next couple of weeks so we can answer your questions on employability and improving your chances of getting yourself a solid position out there somewhere, inshallah, or getting a better position. So inshallah, we look forward to seeing you next week. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum. Halal Hangouts. Subscribe, like, share. Remember to do that.
Yeah. Okay. Assalamu alaikum.